Hey, 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 welcome back to Common Mansplaining, everybody. I'm Eddie. I actually heard that Trump and Karen Bass had a little sit down where Trump tore a new one. So I wanted to watch that in real time with you guys and react to it as it's going on.
But how about no tariffs on building materials for the next 3 years?
We'll take a look at that, actually.
Mr.
We'll
President,
That's a really good idea. So, you see, Trump is reasonable. He can bend on his tariffs game a little bit, right?
Mayor, please.
yes. First of all, let me just take the opportunity to officially welcome you to Los Angeles. Really appreciate you coming, and especially you come just a few days after your inauguration.
Yeah, that was actually really fast turnaround time for Trump. The fact that, he got in office, signed his XOs, and then boom, straight to put literally put out fires. He's over in LA already, so.
I want you to know that your presence here is very much appreciated. Let me also say that I know you had an opportunity to see the devastation. You've seen the extreme loss, the grief that people are going through here.
Yeah, just once again, I want to tell everybody, my heart goes out to you for everyone who's a victim of the LA wildfire. Can't say it enough. I'm really sorry for all of your losses. Anybody who's lost loved ones, anyone who's lost property, I know that can be not fun.
And we are 100% committed to getting this neighborhood rebuilt again. You mentioned a couple of things in terms of us expediting. So I signed executive directives right away so that we could cut the red tape. We could get people back building as fast as possible. And we're going to continue doing that.
Mayor, the one thing is they are saying they will not be allowed to start for 18 months.
No,
What?
that will not be the case.
Okay, I just hope
That
you're
will
right.
not, you can hold me to it.
Because 4 groups said that.
No.
That would be they should
No,
be able
that-
to do it. They should be able to start tonight.
That will not be the case. You know, first we have to take care to make sure that there's not getting rid of the hazardous waste, cleaning things up so that people can start right away. And just like you said, if somebody...
That's a contradiction. We have to first do X so that people can get started right away. That's like, you can tell that this is political jargon, right? She's just trying to buy herself time because she already knows that she screwed up. She already knows that she's managed this whole situation poorly. So now she's trying to trust me, I've seen, being in business, being an ex-manager, I've seen this type of conversation like 1,000 times. It happens anytime a superior goes to talk to their subordinate. Like they could say, listen, this is what I want you to do better. This is what I want you to improve. And then that subordinate's like, well, yeah. And then they start making excuses. That's exactly what she's doing.
Their house was destroyed and they're going to rebuild essentially the same, maybe a little bit longer, a little bit higher. They really shouldn't have to go through much of a process. So I want you to know that we are expediting that. We absolutely need your help. We need the federal help.
You've got it. I told you. You will have no permit problem. There will be zero delay. And as far as I'm concerned, you already have the permits.
And the resources.
I am more worried because I met at least 8 groups of homeowners, and I'm much more worried about the fact that they said it's 18 months exactly, and they were devastated. They want to start now. They want to start removing things. They're not allowed to do it now. And you mentioned hazardous waste. Well, the hazardous waste. What's hazardous waste? I mean, you're going to have to define that. We're going to go through a whole series of questions on determining what's hazardous?
Nope.
I just think you have to allow the people to go on their site and start the process tonight.
Yeah.
And we will.
Okay, good.
You can come back and check.
Last night, 18 months. So if that's not the answer, Mayor Bass, what is the answer?
Dang. So literally called out on her bluff in seconds, live on TV. That has to suck.
Because that's what we were all told last night.
Well, and let me just tell you that
when he says that's what we were all told last night, who's telling him that? Because she has to be in the loop on this. She's probably the one that issued that instruction in the first place. I'm sure they heard it from the Army Corps of Engineers, like how long X was going to take, right? Whatever that job is, or whatever clearance they have to do. Let's break this down a little bit, because don't get me wrong, I guarantee you there are some houses, some properties that are not safe to traverse, right? They're not safe to go back in and start cleaning on. And I think the Army Corps of Engineers can figure that out very, very quickly. They can just go like safe, not safe, 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 not safe, triage everything, and then let the people, the properties that are relatively safe to get in, and let the homeowners get in and start cleaning stuff. And if there's any worry about somebody's safety and their liability, have them sign a waiver, right? If that's what they want to do with their life, in an age where we literally let people like chop themselves up and turn themselves into a different sex if they want to, or try to turn themselves into a different gender if they want to, and now they can't even get onto their own property that they're still paying mortgages on to clean it up. That's insane.
We are going to do everything we can, slashing regulations, expediting everything so that people can begin the process right away. You know, we have the Disaster Recovery Center on Pico and Westwood. We have building and safety there. People are already contacting the local agencies. We're bringing our city departments together so that people don't get caught in the loop of going from one room to the next. We want them all to be in the same room so that you can get busy rebuilding.
All of that was political jargon for we have a lot of bureaucracy and red tape to cut through before you guys can do anything. And that bureaucracy shouldn't have been there in the first place.
SAP. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And we will clear the lots, absolutely, in the city and in the county. We are working together. Both levels of government are working in unity.
That'd be 18 months. Is it not 18 months? Is it like we that's the answer that we got, and that's what we're all hanging on.
Yes.
So if you're telling us now faster, is it 6 months? Is it, I mean, all of our lives, rents, all this stuff is weighing on this.
6 months is no good.
And the number one thing that we are going to do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris. And you know, we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes.
Well, somebody watching this, this may be just an area that I don't know much about. Why would rain keep them from removing the debris? I mean, I guess if things are wet, might be slightly less safe, but I don't know. If someone wants to comment below and tell me why rain would stop this process, I don't know.
Immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't
Yes,
cost
and
a
they
lot.
can,
You
and
should
they are
let them
able
do
to-
it because
No,
by the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's
Right.
going to be 2 years.
If a family...
People are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can
There's
do
not that much left. It's all
Yeah,
incinerated.
also remember a couple of things too, guys. That a lot of the locations that were damaged were like really, really rich people, right? This is LA we're talking about. So even to live there, you have to be well off. You have to make a decent amount of money, right? So most of these guys can afford their own cleanup crews, right? They can afford to hire private personnel, like their own. Many of them have their own staffs already that can go in and safely execute this stuff. They can hire their own set of engineers. They can hire their own like contractors. That they can manage like 95% of these programs safely already because the people that they would hire are already bonded, certified, et cetera, et cetera. They're already insured, right? So some of these worries are kind of like, worthless. And not only that, remember that not everything in a fire is actually destroyed, right? So some of these people are probably anxious to go see what they can save, right? So what keepsakes, what family heirlooms still remain to them, even though the fire probably destroyed a lot of that stuff, but there's probably some miraculously intact items that are still undamaged. And again, these are rich people, right? So like jewelry, even if it's nothing more than a pile of gold on the floor of their once house, that's still valuable, right? Rolexes, etc. We can go on down the list.
That's right.
And, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract that's going to charge him $25,000 to do his lot.
Yeah.
I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because I looked, you have a very powerful emergency power, and you can do everything within 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can. Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
See, here it is. It's like if individuals want to clean up their property, they can. It's like, but we can't. Oh, well, I mean soon.
Mr. President.
We think within a week.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most important
week
thing is
a
for
long
people
time.
to be safe.
Again, have them sign a waiver, right? Some people do want to be safe, right? The people that want to be safe on Earth can be safe. The people that want to get to work and want to get their empire started back up again, let those people go to work.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing, and I say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit, and the permit's going to take them. Everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months. You said 18 months.
That was last night.
And that was last night. On that.
Yeah. So there you have it, folks. I mean, obviously, it's a big bunch of bureaucracy over there on the western half of the continent. I don't understand why it would take so long. I really don't. I mean, not to mention the fact that this was mismanaged from moment one. But even if it wasn't, right? Even if this was like an unknown catastrophe, right? And it's not like this hasn't been happening since the 60s, since forever, right? It built the daggone city in the wrong place. But that's neither here nor there. But even if this wasn't a known issue for forever, right? Even if this wasn't something that we obviously could have addressed any one of these years, then, and even if this wasn't a situation where they didn't mismanage it while it was happening, they still could do the cleanup right. They could execute the cleanup quickly and efficiently and not have to worry about all this red tape. This is exactly one of the few things that I truly, truly, truly love about Trump is that when the pedal hits the metal, he cuts the red tape, right? He gets that bureaucracy out of the way so that people can go back to living their lives and then go back to a normal life. Anyway, what do you guys think? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time on Common Mansplaining.